Hey everyone, I've got a quick and dirty lazy video for you here. We've got my Avatar pinball machine. I needed to make some tweaks to some of my insert lighting. So I figured I'd go ahead and just shoot a quick video and show that off. So I have a thing called the LED OCD. This is a mod board that you can get for various different areas of pinball machines. It basically smooths out the inserts, so you get a more incandescent style pulsing look with your LEDs. But the cool feature with this, aside from that, is that you can actually customize the brightness of each insert. So I've actually already customized a few of these. However, I had done LEDs all warm for the most part, with a little bit of color matching here and there. But I didn't have enough red LEDs to do color matching on the arrows. However, I finally ordered some and I installed them. And it's going to be really tough to tell in the video, but the red LEDs in particular are really, really bright compared to the other bulbs in the inserts. And so what I wanted to do is connect to the LED OCD from a laptop. You just got to use a USB cable, and it basically runs from the laptop to your board itself, which is up there. And we can basically customize those lights. So I'll try to show off, you know, the before and after. So again, as you can see, those are pretty light, or I should say bright. But yeah, let's come on over to the laptop. So there actually isn't a profile for just regular Avatar. It's Avatar LE, but I think it's all the same lamps and whatnot. I don't think there are any extra inserts on the LE. But you basically have light profiles here. So we basically have, you can set like the minimum brightness and the maximum brightness. And so what we're going to do is actually figure out what profile here has a brightness that's pretty low. I think most things default to about 85% brightness when you install the LED OCD. And so what we're going to do is actually, since we connected, I'm going to read my data. So let's click read right here. And it's going to basically talk to the mod board inside the game. And then it'll give us what the settings actually are. So you can see that it used to be all 7s, and now it's like 5, 2, 2, 2. Like my Navi lights, for instance, were very, very bright. I had to actually really lower the brightness on those. And so I'm using profile number 2, which is basically the minimum brightness is 4%. The maximum brightness is only 25%. And I could actually lower that even more if I want. You can also basically set, I think, how long like the pulsing is. Like they can be really fast pulses, or you can have like a smoother ramp up and fade out. So yeah, you can customize that as well. So let's go to our, oh boy, this is like 7 or 8 different shots. So let's go ahead and okay, we got Grace, Tutue, Moat, Itukan. I don't know if those are for the character inserts right here, or if those are for the characters up here, which are the red arrows. So, that is going to be tough to kind of figure out. Let's scroll down here and see what we've got. Okay. So I am a little confused. Okay, I see how they have them labeled. So link arrow, left orbit X, left ramp arrow, left loop arrow. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just do number 2. Kind of like the Navi targets, and left ramp arrow, we're going to do the same thing on that. Now I am doing this, you know, with the phone in one hand and using a touchpad with the other, and don't really care for touchpads that much, but again, this is quick and dirty. So let's do link arrow at 2, and what we're going to do is save, and then we're going to send it. And what happens when you send it is all the lights will go out as it basically resets. And so what I think we just did is we set these arrows to be much less bright. So we'll actually have a good side-by-side comparison since we haven't actually changed these lights. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and send it. And again, everything's going to go off. There you go. Everything's off. And it just reset. Wow, look at that. The arrows are much darker now. So you can see the ones on the right, very bright, and the ones on the left, you can barely see them at all. So what we're going to do is actually, that's definitely way too dim, and the pulsing is not very good on them right now. Actually, it's not too bad when it's in that pattern. Avatar's got some weird light patterns. So even with the LED OCD, a couple of the patterns on this game will still appear to be flickering, but it's just because they're like cycling so fast. All right, so let's go back to the software. So that is just a little too dim. So let's check out our other profiles. We've got one that, okay, so that was profile number 2, minimum 4%, max is 25%. So let's go with one that's like, let's go with profile number 5. So it'll be minimum is 8%, and then max will be 55. So we'll go with profile 5. So go back to our software, set it to 5. And set that to 5. Yeah, I do like the LEDs that I used for these arrows. I actually use different LEDs than I normally do, but the only issue was that they were just so bright. They definitely overpowered everything else. So again, I'm going to go ahead and send it, and it's going to do the same thing. It's going to reset. And yeah, it looks okay. And actually, they still look really bright. They look almost as bright as the ones on the right. And again, you're not going to really be able to tell from the phone. But yeah, that's basically the gist of customizing the lights via the LED OCD. Again, you can go in. You've got, again, lots of different profiles you can use. And you can basically adjust how bright or dim certain lights are. So, and actually, while I've got the laptop out, I might even go through and customize some of these even further. Like, I wouldn't mind the seeds lights being a little bit brighter. But I definitely want to fix the red arrows so they're a little more dim. So I used 55% as the max there. Maybe I'll make a profile where it's like 35 or 45% or something like that. See how it looks. Also, these green X's, they look a lot brighter in person. Or sorry, they look a lot brighter on the phone. They're actually nice and smooth in person, as are most of these lights. The lighting is pretty smooth overall and at a good brightness level. But those red arrows, they do stick out like a sore thumb. So, but yeah, really awesome mod. You know, I've always sung the praises of this mod. I was there, got one of these like not too long after they first came out in 2013, 2014, whatever. And I think it's probably the best mod you can have on an older pinball machine that originally came with incandescents. You swap your bulbs out to LEDs, and this thing just works wonders, basically. Highly recommend this mod. Not the cheapest thing, but I think it's also one of the best things you can add, especially if you're gonna go all out with LEDs. So but yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions or anything, I do have other videos showing off the LED OCD from a long time ago. I have some before and after comparisons for anyone that's kind of like wants more information on it. But yeah, if you have any other questions too, feel free to ask in the comments below. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later, and I'll try to be back with an actual gameplay video and tutorial sometime soon, since I'm actually finally done with this machine. But yeah, this has been a big work in progress. So I'll definitely have some gameplay of this, and I'll try to get out to Mustang Sally Brewing as well and try to record some live gameplay. So, but yeah, until then, guys, take it easy.